Welcome to my treatment room. Hi, hello, and welcome to my treatment room, and also welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura. I'm a licensed esthetician and a small business owner located in Miramar, Florida. I wanted to make an introduction video because I get really invested, honestly, when I watch YouTube. And I, like obviously the content creators, and I just love to have like that sense of who they are. So here I am, creating my introduction video. So I specialize in facial treatments and skincare. That is my passion, which my passion comes from my own hormonal acne, having to deal with that. It still comes and goes. Again, it's hormonal. So when I was a teenager, I did not suffer from any acne, anything, nothing crazy, like here and there, sure, whatever. But I turned 22, everything changed. I had like really bad hormonal cystic acne. It was borderline cystic because it's those type of breakouts that are under the skin. You can see them obviously because it's like a big bump, but there's nothing that you can do, only chemicals, like to go deep in there to eat it up, pretty much. I had cystic acne like all over my almost like my hairline, but it wasn't my hair products, trust me. And also my jawline, like really bad, really bad. It was very intense. It was like that for about 2 years. I was spending money, honey. I tried out Proactive, any product that you can find at the drugstore that says acne. I barely tried it. I spent a lot of money and nothing was working for me. Somehow my skin miraculously cleared up again. I'm guessing it was hormones, right? Like they got back in formation. They were like, all right, we're good, we're settled, let's go. Because I know it was not what I was using, and I definitely did not know what the heck I was doing. And at the time, the job that I had didn't provide health insurance, so how could I go see a dermatologist, right? So okay, fast forward to when I was 28, I found myself in a position that I was in a job I really hated. I hated that job. I didn't realize how much I hated it because the people that I worked with were just mad cool. I mean, I still talk to them. I still hang out with some of them. It's insane that I still think about this. Like, why did that place bring me? It was like a jail. Let's put it like that. If you worked with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a place you go in, you clock in, you cannot leave until you have to clock out. I'm serious. You don't even leave for lunch. I don't know how what was I doing there for 4 years? Okay. So I was just finding myself like driving to work and parking into work, right? And like thinking, how did I get here? That's how bad I was getting working there. I didn't have time for absolutely nothing. I was working on Saturdays 12 hours. Tell me why, because I'm not a doctor, and I was definitely not making a doctor's paycheck at all. But okay, aside from the job that I hated, I was going through a lot of changes myself, right? Trying to figure out what I want to do, but also a lot of stress because of that, because of work, and my hormonal acne just all over again. So I found myself thinking, so I loved makeup prior to skin, because when I was 22, since I used everything that I could, my next thing was, let's cover it up with makeup. I'm sure you do it. I do it. We all do it. Does it work? I mean, sure. But texture is texture. And when you have like the acne that I deal with, which is hormonal, cystic kind of, it's under the skin. It's a bump. It's a raised bump. Of course you're gonna be able to see it. So I used to be really in love with makeup. I had a lot of people always tell me like, hey, you should become a makeup artist. At this time, when I was 22, being a makeup artist was kind of like, where do I start? So I kind of got overwhelmed when I was 22, but honestly, I wasn't ready for it. Like, things always happen at the right time when they're supposed to. At 22 years old, I was not mature enough at all to try to do anything near as close to what I'm doing now. That's all that I can say about that. But back to when I was 28, I was dealing with acne. Like, I could see that it was coming back, and I started to think, you know what, I need to get out of this job so that maybe I have less stress and my skin gets better. I don't know. So I was looking up for schools to become a makeup artist. At this time, I realized that to become a makeup artist, you have to go to beauty school to become an esthetician. So I was like, what does an esthetician do? I looked it up and I was like, I might actually benefit from that. So I started to do more research on skin. I'm like, let me see if that's something I like first, right? So all of my YouTube recommendations was about ingredients, or about how to put on your skincare products, or about just reviews of different brands and everything. And sure, I was trying it all too, and it didn't work because it's drugstore. This is the thing that I have to say about drugstore skincare. If you don't have a real issue, you'll be fine. That's what I gotta say. Is it the best? Of course not. It uses a lot of alcohol, it uses a lot of fragrance, and it doesn't have as much, obviously, clinical research. That's why it's not as powerful, it's not as formulated, as powerful as a professional skincare line would be. But that's besides the point. Sorry, I don't know how to tell stories. As you can tell, I jump from one topic to the next. So this is gonna be like a learning lesson for me. But so yeah, I quit my job when I was 28, right? I actually quit February 2020, the year of the panini. So I quit February. I actually had visited one school, but I was already looking into another one. And so my idea was, I'm out, I'm done, and I'm gonna go and follow what I want to do. Right then, the panini shut everything down. I had to wait for like 3 months to be able to go on this tour that I wanted to go to, and I finally went, and it was fine. I went back home. I spoke to my fiance, and I was like, "Hey, listen, I don't know. I think I may have to do this. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't." I'm that type of annoying person. I really am. Like, when it's a big decision, I'm like, should I? Should I? Should I? And so he pretty much told me, like, I think it's the perfect time. If you don't do it now, when will you? And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I signed up. Um, I went to school in the Panini year. So we were kind of like just working on each other. And mind you, my first day when I went into school, all of the girls were like looking at me up close. Like, I almost felt like I was an insect. Like, you know, una mosca, like a fly that you just on the wall and you leave it. That's how I felt. And everybody was just staring at me. I forgot, obviously, like what I looked like what my skin was going through. So I know that they were just trying to like, how can we help? How can we help? You know? So yeah, I mean that's a whole nother story. Beauty school, I feel like it's a whole nother story if anybody wants to see that. But the point of my story, my passion comes from understanding, okay, how frustrating it is to not know what to do, where to go, what to get. Like, I could have avoided so much trauma on my skin if I knew what to do at 22. If I would have gone to an esthetician at 22 years old. And the money I would have saved. The money I would have saved. All those products I threw away. But so yeah, you know, I always tell my clients too, like, my reason that, because listen, when I'm in the treatment room and I'm talking to people, like, they're able to tell I'm into this. Like, I'm telling you what I'm using on you, I'm telling you what ingredients it has, and I'm telling you what benefits you're gonna get. And so they tell me, you know, like, you're very passionate about this. And I let them know because I remember those days. I remember being lost and just wanting somebody to help me. You know, like, tell me what to get. That's it. But that's where my passion comes from. Now, what could you expect from this channel? Honestly, there's gonna be a lot of different content in a way of, obviously, some facial treatments. So that's coming up for sure. We're gonna have some treatments. Also, a tour, but I'm not gonna do it today because, so like I told you, I've been here for a month and a half already trying to figure out how I can move furniture and what to do here. Because let me tell you one thing, when I'm here working on my clients, I keep hitting the cart on the side here. I don't know if you can see it. That cart. I hate that noise. I completely hate the fact that my client's trying to sleep, my client's trying to relax, and all I do is this, and you hear all this commotion going on in this treatment, not in this treatment room. So yeah, I'm actually, after this video, I'm actually going to measure around some things and see what I'm gonna do. More likely, I'm gonna get rid of the desk here in the back, just because I initially had this desk here with the idea that when I have a new client, right, and they have to fill out their forms, they'll sit there. But I decided to go digital. If any of my ESTYs are watching and you're not using digital consent forms, girl, what is you doing? I use JotForm, J-O-T form. JotForm gives you 5 free forms. After that, I use Google Forms. But I use Google Forms for like skincare, skincare products, people that are wanting to purchase skincare products. The real consent forms, I have them on JotForm. And it's the best thing I have ever done because you don't understand the amount of time I save with consultation. Because what I do is I either send it to my client hours before their appointment or like a day before, depending on what day of the week it is. Because if it's on Sunday, I'm not gonna bother you on Sunday, and yeah, girl is off on Sunday as well. So I just send them their forms, they fill it out, I get it right away, and then guess what? I'm able to see, what are you allergic to? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be able to use this today. So I know before they get here what I can and cannot use. I love that. And the fact that my client also gets more time on the bed during treatment instead of filling out a boring form, do it. Honestly and truly, best thing I have done thus far. So yeah, because I'm doing all of my forms digital, I don't need this desk. And let me tell you, this desk is a small desk from IKEA. It's built for tall people. Short girl problems here. What I mean by that is, like, I'm sitting down, right, and I'm with my mouse. I feel like I'm like this. It's built really long and square. I don't like it. That point of the story is I don't like it. It's taking up space in here. I need something else that works for me instead. So I don't know. I might do that video next. You know, look at my treatment room before I do whatever I decide to do. Which, warning, it probably won't be the only time. It probably won't be the last time. Like, I know myself. I'm always changing things around. My aesthetic right now is, I don't know, white and gray. I'm scared that I'm gonna change to all black one day and have to buy everything black, but whatever, that's for the future. Yeah, aside from maybe like building my treatment room or facial treatments, you're gonna see some of my stuff on there too, like me doing my skincare routine, vlogs. Honestly, I'm pretty open. I'm pretty open to doing a lot of different things. And if you want to learn Spanish, go ahead and subscribe right now, baby, because I am fluent, okay? I'm fluent in Spanglish. So there will be a lot of days that you probably will see me say a sentence in Spanish and then change it back to English, because that's just how my brain works. You know what I mean? If you're into facials, if you're into skincare, if you're into remodeling treatment rooms, if you're interested in learning some Spanish, whatever you're interested, I'll probably be doing it because I have a lot of plans. Just wanna, take it step by step and not overwhelm myself. I hope you have liked getting to know me just a little bit. My next video will be coming out really soon, actually, because I have that video is actually done before this one, because that's just who I am. But anyways, so it's gonna be an interesting journey. I hope you sign up for it. I hope that you've liked this video. If you do, give me that like, subscribe, and follow my social medias. I'm actually on Instagram and TikTok at the moment with selfcarehabits _XO. So thank you again, and XOXO. Remember that self-care isn't selfish.